Hello. All right, I think I'm live on YouTube. While that goes out and hopefully some people join, I've got YouTube on my laptop and I'm working on getting Instagram live on my phone. Hello. All right, I see some people popping on. Hi. I was just saying, all right, now I'm live on Instagram. Okay. Ooh, this is freaky. All right, I've got YouTube on my laptop right here, and I've got Instagram on my phone right here. Trying to do this simultaneously so I don't have to do it like 4 times because I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to go on Instagram and then also on Facebook. So hello. I'm going to give this a few minutes. Hi, people. I see people hopping on both places now. Hi. All right, so I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram and it works. I got my phone and I got my laptop going, so I can at least do these two at the same time. And I'm really sorry for how incredibly loud. Hey, Stan. Trisha Joyce. Oh, I got a bunch of people on YouTube too, or on Instagram. Hi, everybody. Okay, really sorry for how loud my fan is on my heater on here in my RV. It's cold in New Mexico, so I've got the heat on. And I know you all are wondering where he is. Here he is. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. Stop growling. He doesn't like being cold. He's all wrapped up in my quilt over here beside me. So I'll try to get him to be a little more friendly and say hi to everyone. Okay. Hey, Don. All right. Saying hi to people on Instagram over here and YouTube over here. All right. All right. So I wanted to kind of babble for a few minutes to let people get logged on and get the notifications out there that people are seeing to join me. So hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Merry Christmas in like a week. That's crazy. So I wanted to give a little gift for the holidays to everyone and give you an update with what's going on with me. And we can do a little bit of live Q&A and chatting. And I want to get your opinions and feedback on some things that I am possibly looking at doing. So that's another reason I wanted to have you all on here. And hopefully you will give me some good feedback. I talked to Stan about it earlier today. He's like, yeah, ask them, see what they think. So here we go. All right. So first of all, I wanted to answer some FAQs that I am getting on a pretty regular basis right now. First of all, probably could let Stan answer this in the comments. He's on YouTube right now. How is Stan doing? This is the number one question I'm getting. Stan, how are you doing? He's doing really well. We've talked almost every day. Doing well, he says. We've talked almost every day since he had his surgery. That's a combination of surgery and hernia surgery. And we are making some plans for 2023 together, which will be a topic I talk about here in a minute. So yeah, he's been recovering. He's in DC with Carissa, his daughter, and doing well, as he said himself. He's a man of few words on these. Doing well is all he has said. So seeing if he was going to say anything more. So yes, Stan has recovered. Surgery was great, and I'm seeing lots of yays and good and yay. Okay. All right. Question number 2. Along with Stan, people want to know how I'm doing. How are my feet from the trail, the plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis? I have done like no hiking, like zero hiking. I went on 2 very short hikes here in New Mexico where I've been since early November. Stan and I went hiking in October together after the AT, and that was a mistake for me. I mean, it was fun. It wasn't a mistake to like have that, time and adventures with Stan, but it made my feet worse. So I've been doing no hiking. I've stayed off my feet, been focusing on getting the vlog done, getting my social media, YouTube, all that set up, and making plans and preparations for 2023 and beyond. So I'm going to start hiking again here soon. I'm going to probably do some here in the next couple days around New Mexico, and then I'm going to move over into Arizona, which is another FAQ I keep getting. Where am I right now and what am I doing? Your hernia is worse as well. Don't say that, Stan. Your hernia is not worse. Oh, the hiking. I know what you mean by that. You made the hiking in Colorado made your hernias worse as well. Yeah. So we shouldn't have gone hiking in Colorado, but it was fun. He's saying yes. Okay. All right. So after, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Where am I and what have I been doing? I am in New Mexico. I am in my RV. One of the other questions is back towards the end of October, I was posting that I ran into some repair issues and some problems with my RV. And thankfully, thank you for all of your prayers with that. I was hitting freak out mode because I was looking at what could potentially be like between $8,000 to $10,000 of repairs, and was that even worth it? I'm kind of questioning my life at that point. And it turned out not being as severe of a problem as I was told. Got another opinion, got another guy out who literally didn't even charge me and fixed the problem in like 5 minutes. The other guy was saying was a huge problem. Not gonna get into all the details, but the RV is running great. I'm in it. I'm warm. I've been boondocking for about 6 weeks now, so it's all good. And I'm currently in New Mexico, going to be heading to Arizona soon. Trying to fly through all the FAQs because I want to get to more of the like meat of this. So, all right, all right, cool. A bunch of people on YouTube and a bunch of people still on Instagram here. All right, and last question is, okay, come here. Be nice. I know you're cold and you want to sleep. Come here. Say hi. Last question is, how is Zoby? And funny question I've been getting, is he still eating people food or is he eating dog food again yet? Zoby, are you eating? Hi, baby. Are you eating dog food? Yeah, he's eating dog food again now. He still gets treats from mommy, but yeah, he finally stopped eating people food for all of his meals. Hi, everybody. Yeah, see, everybody wants to say hi to Zoby. No one wants to say hi to me. They all went Zoby. All right, so that's all of the FAQs I've been receiving most recently. Getting into the most recent questions that I've been getting having to do with this little guy. I am writing a book. So that's what I've been up to lately. Yes, I am writing Zoby's Big Adventure. It is a fun-filled, crazy adventures tale of Zoby's hike on the Appalachian Trail. A lot of fiction, but also based in reality, and in a lot of see everyone saying hi, Zoby. Like also anyone wants. Come here, you need to stay with me, buddy. I know you want to sleep. See, this is what you do. You make him grumpy because he wants to sleep. Say hi to everybody. But yeah, so Zoby's Big Adventure. I've had people asking about that. When do I plan to release it? How can they support me? So obviously, like a huge way that you can support me in my upcoming adventures and travels is by can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either. Is by purchasing and promoting Zoby's Big Adventure as soon as I get that written, and I'm aiming for an ebook release in January if all goes well. And then I'm looking into different ways on how to actually make the physical book. There's ways you can do that directly through Amazon or other self-publishing techniques. So I'm still researching right now. I'm just trying to focus on actually getting it written. So I think it'll be fun. It's written for targeting kind of more of a tween audience, like the Twilight, Harry Potter, maybe a little bit older than Charlotte's Web, but in that age, like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th type of age group, targeting around 50,000 words, which is novel length. For reference, Charlotte's Web is 40,000 words and Harry Potter is like 75,000 words, so somewhere in there. Okay, enough babbling about that. See if I'm missing any more questions that I see popping in. Okay, we're good. All right, so 2023 plans. What are we going to do in 2023? So first of all, I don't know how much I can share with Stan online right now, but switch from Insta. Hi, Tanya and Stan. Hi, Lori. So I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna tell him everything. Okay, if you want me to shut up, just tell me to shut up. Okay, so Stan is planning to come out here after the first of the year, and we're looking at doing some hiking together through the Southwest around Arizona. He says that's okay. Okay, good. Around Arizona, maybe back into New Mexico, but spend some time together doing that. Then he's going to continue on with some travels of his own and visit some family out here. Moving forward from that, I'm looking at leaving the Southwest and heading back east probably by late February, early March. I may swing down to Florida, have some Florida adventures, some kayaking, scuba diving, stuff like that. We'll see, because it's hard to get RV spots in winter and spring break time in Florida. So we'll see how that goes. But definitely going to be meeting up with Stan again by mid to late March in the Smokies. We have reservations at LeConte Lodge, which if you're familiar with that, that's a hiking lodge that's at the peak of Mount LeConte, the tallest mountain in this, well, Clingman's Dome is the tallest mountain, but the other tallest mountain in the Smokies. No, wait. Is LeConte taller than Clingman's? Now I have to look that up again. But anyway, we're hiking that and going to do some hiking in the Smokies together. And then we're planning on doing some trail magic and kind of going along the trail. Yay, also trail magic, he says. Yeah, doing some trail magic along the trail, heading north to end up by mid-May in Damascus, where we are planning on heading to Trail Days. So if any of you are planning to be at Trail Days in Damascus, we're looking forward to seeing you there. And that'll be fun. I haven't been to Trail Days before, so I'm excited about that. Stan has been there before. So, hey, Chris, you're on both. Chris Aconi, I just saw you comment on both. So now that takes us through mid-May. And then after that, I don't know exactly what Stan's plans are with staying with me after this point, but my plan is to head back west after that. And I want to start in Southern California and make my way up to the Pacific Northwest, go through California, do a little bit of hiking on the PCT, some sections or just some day hikes, hit all the national parks. And I know by the time we're in the Pacific Northwest, Stan wants to join me again, if not before. And he has some family in the PNW, and then I want to hit all the parks. Like I've never been there. I'm super excited. I want Rainier and Cascades and Olympic, and we're going to go over into Canada and go to Banff and some other cool stuff. So I have all kinds, oh, thank God that thing finally shut up. Sorry, it's so loud. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff planned. That'll probably take us through into summer. And then we're going to end at Glacier, and we're praying that we can win the lottery and be able to stay at what's it called, Granite Park Chalet in Glacier, which is kind of like LeConte Lodge. You hike to it on the Highline Trail. So all kinds of plans. Then coming down from Glacier, we're going to head down to Colorado on the way, stopping in Idaho, Wyoming, doing some CDT, Wind River, all that kind of stuff. And then the big thing that we have planned is definitely going to do the Colorado Trail as a through hike. So that's the only actual through hike that we have planned for 2023, but we have a lot of other hikes and plans around that. So if you're not familiar with Colorado Trail, it's around 500 miles, so it should take us like 5 to 6 weeks, and that will take us through probably September. And then we want to head a little bit west, probably go through some of the Utah state parks or national parks, and then the big one is, and while we still have our trail legs from the Colorado Trail, we want to do rim to rim to rim in Grand Canyon over 2 days, not in one day. That's like a 50-mile hike. So rim to rim, pause, sleep for a couple of hours, and rim to rim back. So it's about 24 miles each day, down into the Grand Canyon and back up the other rim, and then down into the Grand Canyon, back up into the other rim. So, whew, a lot happening in 2023. That's all like 6 months worth of traveling and adventures. And then after that, we're going to have to, rest and take a break. It'll be like this time of year again, probably be end of October, November. And he has family, go see his family, and I'll continue the RV and traveling. Stan says a lot of fun hikes and videos coming. Yes. So stay tuned. A lot of fun hikes and videos coming. Stan says that's a bunch. Wish I could go to Glacier National. Glacier is amazing. Of everywhere that I've been so far, it is still my absolute favorite. And I'm crazy in love with Glacier, and I can't wait to go back to it this summer. And hoping we get that Granite Chalet pass will be amazing. Even if we don't get Granite Chalet, we're still going to do the hike that we would do to Granite Chalet and just camp, because there's some backcountry camping in the area as well. So going to be awesome. Yes, it is going to be awesome. So lots of videos still coming to YouTube. I'm also still going to be creating the series that I've been working on, FAQs, tips and advice, and it kicked in again. I also want to start doing some more RV life and van life. So if you're interested in that, or you have friends or family who are interested in that, I want to do like some tours and tips and tricks and like that for RV life. Okay, so obviously we have a lot coming up in 2023, and gotta get some. I have bear spray, Stan, but you probably should get some bear spray too. You'll be in Whitefish in June. I don't know if we'll be to that area by June. It'll probably be July, but maybe. So we'll see. Maybe if we can get you there. All right, I've been getting a lot more comments on YouTube right now than I am on Instagram. I'm trying to keep an eye on both. What are the dates for trail days? May, I think it's 19th, 20th, and 21st. I called the RV parks to try to make a reservation, and neither of them are taking reservations until after the first of the year. So I'll double check on the dates, but I'm pretty sure it's right around the 19th, 20th. Correct, Stan says. Okay, 19th, 20th, 21st. Okay, so yes, do van life videos. Okay, cool. All right, I will definitely start working on those. I've been meaning to do those ever since I moved into my RV, actually. So I have videos from Glacier and Tetons and Yellowstone and like all these places that I visited before I ever got on the AT that I intended to start my YouTube channel with and post more. Some of that is actually on my Instagram and Facebook pages, but I definitely need to try to still even get that caught up before I move into 2023 and I'm probably get behind on videos again. Need to get trail days on my calendar. Yes, you do. You need to be there. Okay, so obviously there's a lot going on in 2023. I have between now and like mid-March before all of that really kicks in to set up ways to have an income while I'm out having fun. No, actually, that's kind of true. So I do still have, savings from the sale of my home, and I do still practice real estate. I haven't personally had a closing since I was actually on trail on the AT, but that is one way that you can support me. And I don't know that I really talk about that a lot or that people realize that is I do still have my real estate license, and you can refer me across the country to anyone buying or selling, and I can get them set up with a realtor, and then I make commission when that closes. I get referral commission. So that's one way that you can support me, is just refer me to be able to still use my real estate license. But easier ways is subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share it, because I did go through the process to do monetization on YouTube. Never going to make $1 million off of that, but it puts gas in the car so I can get to the next adventure. And it's just simple, doesn't cost you any money. Just please like, subscribe, and share. That puts me in front of more people. It helps the YouTube algorithm so that I get more subscribers, I get more likes, I get more shares, I get more comments, and watch time and subscriptions is actually what pays me through YouTube. So, even if I can end up making like $100 a month, that helps fill the car to get me to the next adventure. The next thing is, speaking of YouTube, I actually have created a membership program through YouTube. If you're not aware, there should be a link to that in the description of the live video on YouTube, and I'll try to throw it into like my stories or something on Instagram, because Instagram's stupid with links. But if you are a member, there's 3 various levels. And there's going to be all kinds of fun things that Stan and I are going to be creating that's behind the scenes videos and live Q&A and things like that. And like with the release of Zoby's book or anything else that I come out with, there will be advanced promotions and members only types of things that you will get by being a member to my YouTube channel. I looked at doing Patreon because I've had people ask me about Patreon, and there are pros and cons. I may end up switching to Patreon down the road, but I thought it would just be easier. Like, y'all already follow me on YouTube, so just, click the membership there, and I don't have to like try to grow a new audience through yet another social media platform, because it gets exhausting. Like, I have to do all of this all over again, go onto Facebook and do all this all over again, and I'm trying to do 2 platforms simultaneously right now. That's hard enough. My husband's doing a Nobo through hike in 2023. Yay! And then we're going traveling in our RV. So I look forward to RV videos. Very cool. Nobo, I'm assuming that's Nobo AT through hike. So maybe Stan and I can gift some trail magic, which would be fun. I really want to try to, meet some of the people who follow us that are doing through hikes this year, because I know that there's some of those out there. So Stan and I have talked about that already. Okay, so yeah. Also, another thing on YouTube is I didn't even know this was a thing, but I enabled like super thanks and supers whatever. There's a bunch of super things that you can do, and it's like basically sending me $5. It's like go buy a coffee. Speaking of buy a coffee, I also just last night set up the buy me a coffee. I'll throw the link into various places for people to find them. It's like a platform where you can send money, which supports me, and all that money goes towards the creation of more content for all of y'all and funding the adventures. And It's just called Buy Me a Coffee. I don't totally understand it, but people were like, you need to do Buy Me a Coffee. And then once I get products, like I get Zoby's book written, any other books I might write, my artwork, things like that, then you can get discounts to it through Buy Me a Coffee, or like what you pay on that can go towards it. I have to look a little bit more into that, but I just signed up for it last night. Do you know if Brazil and potato chips summited? Yeah. See, this is what happens when I start reading comments in the middle of like a thought. Yes, potato chip did, sorry, totally off topic, but I'm going to answer the question. Potato chip Lisa did summit. She, as technically as a last, she skipped Massachusetts and Vermont and plans to finish those in the spring. And Brazil had to get off trail with an injury in Northern Virginia, but I think she's planning on doing that section with Lisa, then potato chip. So yeah, all right, that answers that question. And I want to forever grateful for the trail magic. Oh, Dean, that's sweet. I provided this one. Dean Anthony, if you're seeing him on YouTube, his comment, he was one of the people in Maine that I got to help, which I loved. It was so fun. I got a cabin in Rangeley and like grabbed people off the trail and was like, come inside to a warm cabin and a fire and a shower, and I'm going to make you chili. And it was great. It was fun. So I love doing trail magic. Okay. So yeah, talk about Buy Me a Coffee. There's Buy Me a Coffee, Venmo, PayPal, real estate, memberships, liking and subscribing. Like there's tons of ways that y'all can help me, because I love that I get that question. And at first I really wasn't sure how to answer it. Like, how can you support me? I don't know. Like, pray for me, always pray for me. But now I'm realizing, okay, there's actually like some pretty easy ways to send me $5 or more if you want to purchase my artwork. I'm available for commissions. I was going to have some artwork ready to show you, but I don't have any, sorry. But yeah, I'm available for commissions for that. Or honestly, referring me to real estate's a really easy way. I refer someone to a realtor and then I get a cut of the check. Really easy. Okay. So last but not least, I wanted to talk about some things. So people have asked about, am I going to create a calendar? Am I going to have merchandise? Am I going to create like greeting cards from my photographs, from my artwork? And I hadn't really thought about that. I don't know. Some people that I see who have much larger followings than I do have merchandise, shirts, calendars, cards, stickers, things like that. I look at that and I'm like, people actually still use physical calendars? Do people actually still write physical note cards and send them or give them to people? Like, am I going to be spending more time and money in creating these products than there's interest in purchasing them? So I'm throwing it out to all of you. Is that something that you would be interested in if I were to set up a way to purchase a 2023 calendar that has my photos from the trail or some of my artwork, or create a set of gift cards or note cards rather with photos or some of my artwork? Like, throw it out there. Yay, nay. I don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings because I haven't done any of this yet. That's why I'm asking y'all. Could do the cards from each of the states and sell them on the stopping points on trail. That means, oh, you mean like try to get them into actual stores or hostels or whatnot that are on trail? That could be a good idea. But then they'd be taking a cut. So I don't know. Again, I'm wondering if, I don't know, like I just don't know. I probably have to talk to marketing or business people on this. Like, is the profit margin worth the time and energy to try to do that? Outfitters on the trail. I don't know, maybe. I know some of the other people that I follow, who hiked before me or hiked with me this year, have online stores where you can purchase their photographs as prints. Or I saw, two people recently promoting calendars with their photographs. So if I set up an online store for my artwork, which I'm planning on doing, then is it a problem? Is it worth setting up something more? I'd focus on your book first. Well, that's for sure. I'm getting the book done and out, like, no problem. But if I can get that done and as an ebook version by January, I would have some time to try to, I guess a calendar I should probably have set up before 2023. See, I'm like literally talking to y'all like a conversation, and this is one of the things I wanted to get out of y'all tonight. I think it's a good idea to do a calendar. Get t-shirts printed up. What would I put on a t-shirt, Zoby? Zoby, you want to go on a shirt? He's looking at me like, no, mommy, you're cray cray. Come here. Come here. Can I see you? I know you're snug asleep in bed. You want this guy on a shirt? What do you think? Stan, would you wear a Zoby shirt? All right. Well, you all have given me something to think about. Good evening from VA. Stan says, All right. So we've covered all the topics I specifically want to talk about. I am so thankful, seriously, for all of your support. If you guys have any questions that I haven't covered, I mean, I don't want to keep y'all on here forever, but I am willing to stay on as long as there are people on here who want to talk to me. So if you have any questions you want to throw either an Instagram over here or YouTube over here, then feel free. Stan. Otherwise, I'm going to flip over to Facebook and do this all over again. But again, thank you like so much. You don't know, like every time I get a comment on any platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anytime that I receive a private message or a text from someone, it means the world to me. And you know, the financial support. I mean, while I was on trail, it just like shocked me that I would like turn my phone on after having been on airplane mode and get notifications from Venmo that people were sending me money. Or, you know, I've gotten, you know, a member or a super thanks or something on YouTube here recently. And just like, I, on the one hand, I get it because like I enjoy following other people and, you know, supporting them and the information that they've shared with me that have enabled me to buy an RV, move into this lifestyle, go do a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. So I want to be supportive as well, but it still just kind of boggles my mind that people are interested in what I have to say, would want to buy a book that I write, all that kind of stuff. So how are the feet feeling healthier these days? Yes, I did. I talked about that earlier. You probably missed it, Dawn. My feet are definitely feeling better. Have not done any hiking, so I haven't really put them to the test. I'm going to try doing a little bit of hiking here probably this week. And then Stan's coming out in like another, I think like 2-ish weeks. He's going to be out here. So we're going to do some hiking together in Arizona. So hopefully it'll be okay. I would buy a Zoby calendar, even though I haven't used a wall calendar for years. I'll use with, oh, that's, see, now there's another idea, a planner with scenes from your through hike. I actually have had, okay, so I've just in the last 2 days, I've had a couple people suggest that I write a devotional, which like shocks me. I do not see myself as being in any type of a position to write a devotional that people would actually like, you know, buy and get something out of, but I've had people tell me that. I had a friend tell me that when I was getting off the trail back in around Katahdin too. So maybe a planner / devotional. I don't know, some sort of daily thing. Oh, a little travel money. Yes, I have some good ideas for that. For what, Stan? For a devotional? Or for hiking in Arizona? I don't know what he's talking about. Devotional. Well, maybe Stan and I will write a devotional together. I've been really surprised as I posted about writing Zoby's Big Adventure. I actually had several people reach out and ask if I was going to write a personal book about my journey and share, you know, the inner and outward journey that I went through on the Appalachian Trail. And I mean, honestly, just being totally real, like the people who hike the Appalachian Trail and then write a book, there's dozens of them. And a lot of them aren't that great. It's just being honest. It's like they kind of just turn their trail journal into a book. And that's not the type of book that I would write at all. It would definitely be a more in-depth, very revealing look at my past, because I feel like you need to understand who I was before getting on trail and what I was processing while I was on trail, how some of the physical trials that I went through played right into the mental, emotional, and spiritual trials, and how God used all of that. So it would definitely be a faith-based book telling the physical story of the Appalachian Trail, as well as, you know, the emotional metamorphosis that took place as well. And I'm just kind of in this place right now where I'm like, is it a good idea to talk about the things that have happened in my past where there's other people that will be affected by that? I mean, it's one thing to like make a post on social media that's kind of in vague reference to someone from my past, that the post is going to die off in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, versus writing a book that's out there for like all eternity. I don't want to cause harm to anyone that, followers may be like, oh, that's a horrible person, and they like get hate mail or something, because that happens. So I'm kind of in a quandary on that, and then also just on exactly how I would go about writing that book and what God would want to have that look like. That's the book I want to read, more so than Zoby's Big Adventure. The best AT book, in my opinion, is Hiking Through, with a good faith-based theme. Have I read that one? I don't think I've read that one. I might need to download that, Bill. The devotional is a good idea, a faith planner to go with it. See, I wondered about writing the book and then writing a devotional that would go alongside it. Like you could read them together or you could read them separately. So I don't see, this is where I'm praying. Y'all can pray. Probably not going to get that done in this next year. That would be something I'd probably sit down to write like after all the adventures, like next October, November, and have that come out in like 2024. I also, Stan has been all over me about, I love Hiking Through. Read it, Tanya. Okay. Stan has been all over me about that. Not only do I need to write this longer novel of Zoby's Big Adventure, but to do like a series of younger children's books that are more illustrated, less words, to target like a younger audience as well. So if I do that, it would probably be happening in between the adventures of 2023. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, and somewhere in there I want to like draw and paint and to create videos to upload for y'all for members, have the live behind the scenes. Like I don't know how I'm gonna actually go do any hiking when I got all this other stuff going on. Emotional. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments here. Creating t-shirts. I don't know. All right. What else you got? Throw it at me, or I'm going to head over to Facebook here in a few minutes. I've got a few people left on Instagram. Most of the Instagram people have either switched over to YouTube or dropped out. So have the book on your hike, the devotional planner, come out in late fall so people can buy it for Christmas for others. Well, I mean, I have to have it written before late fall. Give Hiking Through my 3 grown kids. I explain what's doing it. Presents the gospel. Okay, yeah, I've definitely not read a Appalachian Trail book that presents the gospel, so I need to pick that one up for sure. I don't think I've even heard. How have I missed that one? I thought I'd looked at all the AT books. All right, we've got a few people left on IG. All right, that's it. This is the uncomfortable part about lives. It's like, okay, who's still here and listening and wanting to talk? I'm actually getting more people coming on YouTube and less people dropping off of Instagram. Maybe I should drop Instagram for a minute and go live on Facebook over there. I have a burning question I need to know. Did the mascara stay in your bag the whole way to Maine? Yes, it did. But as you can see by watching my videos, I stopped actually putting it on every day. Well, actually, I wasn't even putting it on every day in the beginning. I was putting it on at like hostels on breaks, and then like leaving. It was that's so funny you asked that, because I had someone else ask that too. It would stay on for a couple of days because I'd put it on thick, and it was the like weather resistant kind. So like 3 or 4 days later it would be off, but it would last a couple of days. But it did make it all the way to Maine, and then when I got off trail and I was traveling around Maine, I started wearing it again. Any other burning questions? Let's see. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything on Instagram here. I think I got Dawn was asking questions. I think she was the only one. Dawn, I don't know if you're still on Instagram or if you've moved over to YouTube. Okay. I think we're good. Any other burning questions? Put them up here because I'm going to say goodbye. Go like, subscribe, get on my YouTube. People on Instagram, go onto my YouTube. Hi, Don. Go onto my YouTube. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. That really helps the YouTube algorithms get me in front of more people who have watching similar videos. The more people, the more ways I can get paid through YouTube. Just a little bit. Every little bit helps. Oh, and I will post the link to my Buy Me a Coffee thing, Venmo, all that kind of stuff as well. Okay, I'm going to log out of Instagram. So bye-bye, Instagram followers. Thank you for being on. And I don't know how to end it. There it is. Okay, bye-bye, Instagram. And video. Share. Okay, and I need to do more live chats. Well, if you join as a member, I will regularly do live chats for members only, but I will also do some more public live chats. But definitely that's something that I actually really look forward. I mean, seriously, like I'm not just doing the membership thing to try to have an income source, although that's definitely, you know, a benefit to it. I love this. Like I would sit here all night with y'all. Seriously, like just keep asking me questions. So I would love to like have more personal live chats, but I also want to offer that as like a featured benefit to joining a membership. So if you look at that link, it should be in the description to this live. You can see the various levels of membership. Unfortunately, YouTube takes a big chunk of it, so I only make like I think 65% or whatever that is. But hey, if I get enough members, it starts to add up. Oh, you guys are saying things. What am I missing here? Oh, y'all are talking about hiking through. You need to do more live. I just want to say, oh, thank you. See, you guys are so sweet. I love the support. I'm a beautiful person inside and out. They butchered my hair though. Look, okay, I'm gonna take the hat off because I don't like it. Look how dark it is. I'm usually blonde, and it's got this like reddish brunette thing going on, and I don't think I like it. So I don't know. And maybe going back that, and I didn't do my hair today, so I'm wearing the hat. And it's me. I mean, come on, you know me from this hat. But thank you for that, Patricia. That was very sweet. All right, y'all are still here. I said bye-bye to Instagram, but I'll hang on YouTube for a minute since I've got 25 people still watching. So anyone else want to say anything while I'm still here? Zoby, come here. Come here. No. He went back to sleep. Come here. You want to say hi to Stan? Uncle Stan's in there. Say hi to Uncle Stan. Hi, Uncle Stan. Hey, from Arkansas. Hi, oh, stop. See, he gets grumpy. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's sleeping and it's cold out. All right, go back to sleep. Okay, I really am going to go now. I have to go do this all over again on Facebook. If you want to stay tuned, I will be logging into both my personal Facebook, Tanya Lonsberry, and my Traveling with Tanya page on Facebook and doing this all over again. Wait, oh, hold on. Have you considered doing a video about things you wish you had done differently as you started your hike? Zoby, quit growling. Uncle Stan said quit growling. That's a good question, Pam. I would have to actually sit down and think about what I would have done differently. I'm sure I could come up with like at least like a top 3 things. So yeah, no, it's a good idea for a video. I actually have an entire list of topics for ideas in here somewhere on videos. As I'm in the AT groups and on like whiteblaze.net and forums like that, questions that I see asked all the time that are like kind of like nauseating because they get asked like 3 times a day, I've written down as topics to cover for videos. So yeah, anything like that you want to see, definitely throw out there. I'll be happy to make videos on it. In the winter, how low of a temperature outside does the RV work well to live in? Depends on if you have an RV that is set up to be for seasons or not. Most RVs are not set up to be 4 seasons. So most people who live van life and RV life have to be in the South during the winter. You run into danger if you're in an area where it is extended below freezing for any period of time, then you run into danger of your pipes bursting. So there's ways you can get around that. You can insulate your pipes. You can get an insulated water hose. I like right now in New Mexico, overnight, it's been getting below freezing. So I'm running my heat during the night because that helps the underbelly where the pipes are stay warm enough that I don't have to worry about it for just overnight. But if I was like in, Minnesota or somewhere like that, then I'd have issues. But there are 4-season RVs that are insulated and made to be able to withstand winter as well. Bye-bye. Have a great night. Oh, bye-bye. He reminds me of PR Hawk. Oh, I watched Hawk live last night, actually. He went through his bag at the end of his through hike. So yeah, that was interesting watching him. One of the things Hawk said, 2 things Hawk said actually that resonated with me is he talked about how difficult it is to post daily vlogs. And, he's done 7 through hikes and has done almost daily, pretty staying consistent with where he's at on the trail, just, a little bit of lag time. And he was like, it sucks. He's like, it is not worth it. And on future through hikes, he's probably going to only do once a week or even just wait and do the whole thing at the end afterwards. So I kind of felt a little bit of validation there. I was like, hey, if Hawk says this sucks, it's really hard to stay on top of the editing and uploading while you're on trail, then I don't feel so bad for giving up halfway through and finishing it when I got home. And one other thing that he said, oh, what was the other thing? No, this is what happens. Yes, Stan. Like I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, I have two things I'm gonna talk about, and I forget the second thing. We said something else that resonated with me too, and I was like, yeah, all right. If Hawk says that, then I don't feel so bad. Stan says, thanks, Hawk. Daily vids is wicked hard. Here's an RV question for you. What do you haul your RPod with? Okay, so I have a what do I have? Ford Explorer. It is the ST model. So it's the sports model. So the ST model actually has the chassis of an F-150, but then the body of an Explorer. So I didn't want to drive a truck. I wanted to feel more like I was driving a car, like you do when you're driving an SUV. And I wanted to have the storage space for an SUV, also for car camping, because I've done that a couple of times. So the dry weight of my RPod is 3,500 pounds, and the SUV can pull 5,600 pounds. So fully loaded, I'm pretty close to that weight. But I have a weight distribution hitch with sway bars, and I have a remote brake controller installed. I've never had any issues hauling it, and I've been through the mountains, Rockies, Montana, everywhere, and it's pulled it wonderfully. Oh gosh, you guys are writing a lot all of a sudden. Hold on, I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. Rim to rim vlogs. I know, I'm excited for rim to rim. I have been wanting to do rim to rim for like 3 years, so I can't wait for next October and get that one knocked out. I took pics and did a writing journal. Vlogging wasn't possible 10 years ago. Yeah, probably would have been pretty hard. Actually, something about the taking pics Stan and I were talking about today. We both want to get better cameras. Like we just used our phones on trail, but on some of these day hikes or shorter backpacking trips, you can carry, a heavier, better camera. And I haven't had a good digital camera in years. And like going back to college when I went to school for art and I did photography, I had like an actual 35 millimeter with real film that I had to go into the dark room and develop the film and the photographs. So I'm not that old, but that makes me feel old. So like, I don't even know what kind of camera to get. And if I like remember how to use it, I'd probably have to take like an online photography class again or something. But yeah, we both were talking about wanting to get better cameras, both for vlogging, but also for photography. So that's what I can't wait to see. Maybe I'll run into Tex. I don't know Tex. Do I know Tex? I feel like I should know Tex on. By the way, the Dawn Seeley who's commenting on here, y'all, she was that amazing trail angel in New Jersey that you saw in our vlog that like totally saved my hike for me at that point because I was over it. I hated Pennsylvania with a passion. Yeah, I love that. Why don't I know who Tex is, Stan? I feel like I should know who this person is. All right, any other RV, hiking, artwork, book writing, devotional? Throw ideas at me. Like I'm just taking all this to the Lord in prayer. He has the plan. He knows how this is all going to work out. So I just am trying to be open and receive clarity on what to do with this crazy journey that I've been on and how to reach Him through the gifts that He's given me through art, writing, vlogging, whatever avenue is available. All right, I'm gonna have to look Tex up. She did great vlogs. Okay, I'm giving you a countdown. 10 more seconds, and then I'm gonna move over to Facebook. If you want to stay on, you can move over to Facebook, but I'm gonna end the YouTube here. Excellent quality. Phones today are high quality. Yes, phones today are high quality, and they work. They're very easy to do because then it saves right onto your phone, and you can have the app right on your phone and bring the videos in. And you don't have to transfer. That's why I didn't bring my GoPro. I didn't want to have to worry about transferring it to my phone to edit the vlogs and get them put together. But photos, a better camera for just still photos would be nice too. We were talking about some like wildlife. You have to have the zoom lens to get any good pictures of wildlife. Some varying atmospheric conditions, the fog and mist and things like that just come through better with, better cameras as well. All right, I'm going bye-bye. Wow, this has been 43 minutes, you guys. I can't believe y'all hung in here with me that long. Okay, thank you all. Appreciate, again, all the support so much. I'm heading over to Facebook if you want to keep talking to me. All right, bye. Oh, you have a F-150 XLT looking into the RPod. Yeah, should be fine. Even this is There's one size larger R-Pod than the one I have. I think it's the 202. I have the 196, and F-150 should pull that, no problem. Okay, I am going to go now. Bye, guys. Thank you. Stan says good night, all. Good night. Oh, wait, hold on. I know you want to see him one last time. He's going to growl. Arr, arr. See, he's not sweet and adorable. Bye.